Hello everyone! Today, we embark on a journey into the heart of winter's most formidable moments. Devastating storms, unbelievable snowfalls, and cold so brutal it gives you zero chance to survive. These are the trials faced by cities across the globe when winter unleashes its full fury. We will witness nature's unyielding dominance, where even the strongest human structures are humbled beneath the weight of ice and snow. As we traverse these frozen landscapes, we will see how entire communities are brought to a standstill, roads vanish beneath towering drifts, homes are entombed in crystalline armor, and the familiar becomes unrecognizable beneath a shroud of white. Oh my God, the apocalypse has started. Oh my God. Yet in these moments of chaos, remarkable stories of survival and resilience emerge, revealing the indomitable spirit of those who call these places home. Get ready for spine-chilling scenes of winter claiming the streets. Let's get it on! From blinding blizzards in Newfoundland to the silent icy grasp of abandoned polar cities, join me as we uncover what happens when the world is frozen in time. We begin in the rugged heart of Newfoundland, Canada, where an unrelenting blizzard descends overnight. By morning, the world has transformed. What were once familiar streets are now erased beneath mountains of snow. Homes become indistinguishable from the landscape, their roofs barely peeking above the drifts. Vehicles are swallowed whole, their silhouettes frozen in place, as if time itself has stopped. The sheer weight of snow presses against doors and windows, trapping families inside. Residents wake to a world silenced by the storm's aftermath. The only sounds, the creak of ice and the distant hum of snowplows struggling in vain. Here, the power of nature is absolute. Even the most prepared find themselves at its mercy. The blizzard's force bends trees and snaps power lines, leaving entire neighborhoods without heat or light. In these moments, survival is measured in hours and ingenuity. Despite the devastation, the community rallies. Neighbors check on one another, shoveling paths through snow walls taller than any person. Emergency responders work tirelessly, risking their own safety to deliver aid and restore order. The blizzard, a reminder of nature's overwhelming power, also unites those who endure it. As the sun rises, the landscape glitters with an eerie beauty, a frozen testament to the storm's might. Newfoundland stands resilient, but forever marked by the memories of a night when winter claimed everything. Travel now with me to Vauta, a polar city perched on the edge of the world where winter reigns almost all year. Here the land is locked in a perpetual deep freeze, temperatures plunging to extremes that defy human endurance. The sun, when it appears, casts a pale light upon endless white, a landscape both magnificent and merciless. Many settlements in Vauta have been abandoned, surrendered to the cold as families migrate south in search of warmth. The remnants of human life, shuttered homes, derelict factories, playgrounds frozen in time, stand as silent witnesses to the struggle against winter's dominance. For those who remain, daily existence is a test of will. Heating systems run day and night, yet frost creeps indoors, etching patterns on glass and walls alike. Outdoor activity is a rare luxury. Children, bundled to near immobility, venture out for brief moments before the bite of the wind drives them inside. Even the hardest creatures, dogs, birds, and rodents, have adapted to survive the relentless chill. The city's infrastructure, designed for extremes, groans under the constant burden of ice and snow. Yet, amidst the desolation, a quiet pride persists. Residents of Vauta are bound together by shared hardship and an unspoken reverence for the winter that shapes their lives. In this place, every day is a battle and a victory against the odds. In a city nestled at the foot of snowy mountains, danger can lurk without warning. A group of girls, laughing as they walk home from school, suddenly hear a rumble, low at first, then deafening. An avalanche, triggered by a distant tremor, barrels down the slope with terrifying speed. The air filled with the roar of snow and snapping branches. Panic sets in. The girls sprint, their boots slipping on ice, hearts pounding as the wall of white bears down upon them. Their escape is a blur, darting between parked cars, ducking behind concrete barriers, the world narrowing to the desperate drive to survive. Snow slams into the street, engulfing everything in its path, but the girls, by sheer instinct and luck, evade its deadly reach. In the aftermath, relief and shock collide. The street is unrecognizable, buried beneath tons of snow. Rescue crews arrive swiftly, searching for survivors and checking for damage. The community gathers, shaken by how swiftly ordinary life can give way to chaos. For the girls and those who witnessed their escape, the memory is indelible, a sobering reminder that winter's power is as sudden as it is absolute. Such moments are etched into the collective memory of mountain cities. They shape not only the way people build and plan, but also the stories they tell, the narrow escapes that become legend. In northern Italy, a record-breaking snowfall descends with little warning. Overnight, the landscape is transformed from rolling hills and bustling towns into a monochrome world, silent and still. Power lines never built for such weight sag and snap beneath the accumulation. The loss of electricity plunges entire villages into darkness and cold. Daily life grinds to a halt. Trains remain stranded, roads become impassable, and schools are forced to close. The people, unaccustomed to such extremes, struggle to adapt. Fireplaces and wood stoves become lifelines as families huddle together for warmth. Meanwhile, emergency crews battle the elements, working tirelessly to restore power and clear the roads. The disruption is total. Hospitals rely on generators, markets ration food, and communication falters as phone lines fall. Yet amidst the hardship, a sense of camaraderie rises. Neighbors share resources, opening their homes to those in greater need. The snow, though beautiful, is a formidable adversary. When the storm finally abates, the cleanup begins. The damage to infrastructure is immense, a stark reminder that even in the heart of civilization, nature's power can bring everything to a standstill. On the shores of Lake Erie at Crystal Beach, winter brings a transformation as dramatic as it is hazardous. A freezing spray, driven by relentless winds, coats homes in layers of ice, turning entire neighborhoods into surreal sculptures. Roofs, windows, even garden ornaments become encrusted, shimmering in the pale winter light like the palaces of myth. Yet, beneath this beauty lies danger. The ice weighs heavily on structures, threatening to collapse roofs and shatter window panes. Residents, awestruck by the spectacle, must also contend with the practical realities: doors frozen shut, stairs rendered impassable, and power lines sheathed in brittle armor. The very air seems to crackle with cold. For some, the transformation is a once-in-a-lifetime wonder. Photographers flock to capture the scene, their breath fogging in the frigid air. But for those who live here, it is a test of resilience and resourcefulness. Melting the ice becomes a daily ritual, a battle fought with hot water, shovels, and patience. Crystal Beach stands as a reminder. Winter's artistry is as dangerous as it is beautiful, and those who dwell at the edge of the elements must always remain vigilant. In the heart of a bustling city, a routine maintenance call turns disastrous. Utilities workers, clearing ice from a rooftop, misjudge the balance. Suddenly, an avalanche of snow tumbles from above, crashing onto the street below. A parked car, unfortunate in its placement, is buried beneath the icy deluge, its roof caved in, windows shattered. The noise draws a crowd. Passers-by stare in disbelief at the destruction wrought in seconds. The workers, shaken, recount how quickly the situation escalated from routine to crisis. The incident serves as a stark lesson. In winter, even the smallest oversight can have outsized consequences. Cleanup crews arrive, working swiftly to clear the debris and recover the damaged vehicle. Insurance agents take notes, and the city reviews safety protocols, determined to prevent a repeat. For days, the sight of the crushed car serves as a reminder to all: nature always has the upper hand. Even in the heart of civilization, the forces of winter demand respect, and complacency can be swiftly punished. In 2016, Ocean City, New Jersey faced a storm surge of unprecedented ferocity. As the tide rose and winds howled, icy water poured into homes and streets, flooding basements and living rooms alike. Families awoke to the shock of water lapping at their doorsteps. The world outside transformed into a frozen lagoon. Rescue efforts began at dawn. Emergency crews, braving the frigid waters, ferried trapped residents to safety. Boats navigated what were once quiet residential streets, while volunteers waded through knee-deep slush to check on neighbors. The cold was unrelenting, numbing hands and spirits alike. For many, the aftermath was a sobering ordeal. Furniture, treasured belongings, and memories were lost to the floodwaters. Yet, amidst the devastation, stories of bravery and kindness emerged, of neighbors sharing warmth and strangers lending a helping hand. The storm surge left scars, but also forged a new sense of solidarity. Ocean City's residents proved that even when winter's wrath seems insurmountable, community and courage can carry us through. Snow is a stranger to Florida's subtropical climes, but on rare occasions, winter makes an unannounced visit. When flakes began to fall, locals emerged in disbelief, some having never seen snow in their lives. Lawns and palm trees were dusted in white, a sight both enchanting and bewildering. The community's reaction was a mix of wonder and confusion. Children rushed outside, crafting misshapen snowmen with whatever flakes they could gather, while adults fumbled for coats and gloves long forgotten in storage. Traffic slowed to a crawl. Drivers unaccustomed to slick roads navigated cautiously, or not at all. Schools closed and businesses delayed opening. The city's infrastructure, built for heat not cold, struggled to cope. Pipes burst, and heaters groaned under the unfamiliar strain. Yet the novelty of the moment brought people together. Neighbors gathered to marvel at the transformation, sharing laughter and stories. Though short-lived, Florida's brush with winter left an impression. It was a gentle reminder that even the most unlikely places are not immune to the world's changing climate. One morning, residents awake to a startling sight. Giant ice stalactites hanging from gutters and eaves, their crystalline forms glinting in the winter sun. These natural formations, beautiful yet menacing, are the result of melting snow refreezing as it drips from rooftops. At first glance, the yard is transformed into a gallery of winter's artistry. Icicles stretch longer than a person's arm, casting shimmering shadows on the snow below. Children are drawn to their beauty, but parents warn of the danger. One wrong move could send the sharp spears crashing down. Maintenance crews are dispatched to carefully remove the heaviest stalactites, their work slow and methodical. The threat they pose to windows, cars, and people is real, and caution is paramount. The incident sparks conversations about roof insulation and the importance of preventive care in winter. Even in its most decorative moments, winter is a season to be respected. The ice stalactites, while a marvel to behold, remind us that beauty and peril often go hand in hand. In Japan, winter brings with it a unique set of challenges. On the roof of a local school, snow drifts pile up, at times reaching heights that dwarf the students themselves. The weight of the snow strains the building's structure, prompting urgent calls for action. Maintenance teams climb onto the roof, armed with shovels and ropes, to clear the drifts before catastrophe strikes. Each movement must be measured and precise, for the snow, though seemingly soft, is dangerously heavy. The work is exhausting, a test of endurance and teamwork. Below, classes are suspended while the operation unfolds. Students watch from windows, some with concern, others with awe. The scale of the drifts is a stark reminder of the region's climate, a force that shapes not just the landscape, but the rhythm of daily life. When the last shovelful is tossed, a collective sigh of relief is felt. The school has weathered another winter, thanks to vigilance and effort. Here, survival and education go hand in hand. In the heart of New York City, winter casts its spell on Bryant Park. The Josephine Shaw Lowell Memorial Fountain, which is the centerpiece of the park, becomes an ice sculpture during the coldest months. Water, constantly flowing, freezes layer by layer, creating this dazzling display of icicles and frozen cascades. Tourists and locals gather, snapping photos and just marveling at the transformation. The fountain, usually a symbol of life and motion, is stilled, its beauty enhanced, yet its function lost. Beneath the surface, however, danger lurks. The ice, heavy and unpredictable, threatens to crack the stone and damage the structure. City workers monitor the fountain closely, breaking away excess ice to prevent collapse. Signs warn visitors to keep a safe distance, a reminder that even the most enchanting sights hold hidden risks. The frozen fountain stands as both a testament to winter's artistry and a cautionary tale. In New York, where movement never really stops, the frozen fountain is a rare moment of stillness, an invitation to pause, reflect, and respect the power of the elements. In 1945, the city of Uetsu, Japan, faced a winter like no other. Snowfall reached a staggering depth of 3.77 meters, higher than the average person by far. Streets disappeared, entire homes vanished beneath the drifts, and life became a daily struggle against the crushing weight of winter. Residents devised ingenious ways to cope. Tunnels were dug from doorways to streets, and children traveled to school through snow corridors carved by hand. Roofs were reinforced and food supplies carefully rationed. The challenge was immense, but so too was the determination of the community. Historical records tell of the hardships endured, of roofs collapsing, crops lost, and families isolated for weeks. Yet the people of Uetsu persisted, drawing strength from one another and from generations of experience living at the mercy of the seasons. Today, the winter of 1945 stands as a legend, a benchmark against which all others are measured. It is a story of endurance, adaptation, and the unbreakable bond between people and their environment. Each year, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, hosts a winter festival that draws crowds from far and wide. The frozen lake becomes a parking lot, its surface deemed thick enough to support hundreds of vehicles. But in one unforgettable year, the ice was thinner than expected. As temperatures rose and the festival reached its peak, ominous cracks spread across the surface. Without warning, cars began to sink, slipping through the ice into the frigid water below. Spectators gasped as tow trucks scrambled to save what they could. The scene was surreal. Vehicles half submerged, festival goers huddled on safer ground. The event made headlines, sparking debate about the risks of trusting nature's handiwork. Experts urged greater caution, reminding all that ice thickness can be deceiving. For many it was a costly lesson, a reminder that even cherished traditions must yield to the realities of winter. The sinking cars of Lake Geneva remain a cautionary tale, a symbol of nature's unpredictable power and the importance of respect for the elements. In 2013, Toronto was brought to its knees by an ice storm of historic proportions. Freezing rain coated the city in glassy armor, tree branches sagged and snapped, power lines fell, and roads turned into treacherous ice rinks. The city's usual hum was replaced by the crack of falling limbs and the silence of powerless.